The message you need to hear today. Hi, my name is Theresa. If you want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. If you do want a live reading, I do have limited spots. You do need to email me. I have a 15-minute or 30-minute option. My email is TimelessDivineTarot@gmail.com. Don't be scammed. That is my only email address. All right, let's see for the collective the message you need to hear today. What is the message that you need to hear? Birds of the feather, number 25. You could be 25 years old. You could be 52 years old. We also got quieting the mind, number 32 came out. So let's look at birds of a feather, number 25. You could be born on the 2nd, the 5th, or the 25th of the month. Have you ever wondered how people naturally gravitate to one another and discover a surprising intimacy and connection? There's a kind of magnetic energy, like an invisible ray of light, that gently pulls people together to form something beautiful that can be shared. As in saying, birds of a feather flock together. It comes from an instinctual need for belonging, you may say. We need community to survive and to thrive and grow. We humans are social creatures. After all, none of us are meant to be alone. The concept of belonging is playing an important role in your life currently. Perhaps you recently found yourself in a group where you knew you were not in the right place. Trust those strands of connections for now is the time to thrive in community. Or if you were in a group that you found you were in the right place, trust those connections. What you will find is a deeper and more expansive way of looking at the world by baring yourself to others and sharing ideas, hopes, and dreams. However long you stay here in this journey of becoming who you're meant to be, connecting to community and participating in fellowship is the best thing for you right now. You will flourish as a part of a network of like-minded or like-hearted people. Stick to what feels good and resonates with your heart as true. When you understand the value of community, you will discover everything you're hoping for and much more than expected. The message you need to hear today is about you being a part of something so much more than just yourself. We also have quieting the mind. So let's look at 32. You could be 32 years old. You could be 23 years old. So let's look at 32 in the guidebook. Quieting the mind. Life is chaotic, busy, loud, frantic, and overwhelming. Some days all that noise is like the roar of thunder, echoing around you, and it feels as if you're being pummeled by rainstorm. Isn't this why we take vacations, to get away from to something that's somewhat more peaceful? In spite of the surrounding din of the world, today you need to slow down and find a bit of peace. So go ahead, take a deep breath right now. Make a commitment to be still, even if it's only for 5 minutes. Count your breaths and be mindful of every one of them. Know that you have all the time in the world to do the things that need doing. Everything is perfect just as it is. Our core beliefs about the world originate in our thoughts and feelings, which then become our perceptions. If our thoughts are all over the place, this is how we will experience the outer world. But if the outer world didn't matter at all, what would it be? What if our center, our inside place, is a place of calm? That's where the mind doesn't have a million things to say, but you don't have as many challenges or problems either. Today requires you to take an internal break and go to the silent space to regroup. Meditate on the stillness within, choose a peaceful mind and nothing else. You're going to be amazed on how easily everything falls into place once you do that. So, birds of a feather flock together. You may have a sense of society that you're wanting. You're wanting to be a part of a social network, a social group. Maybe you're longing and desiring to be around other people. Spirit is saying you do need to be a part of a community, but right now, in this particular moment, you need to spend 5 minutes of stillness just by yourself. Not being a part of social media, not being a part of society, not being a part of something in the community right now. Spend 5 minutes to just quiet your mind and still your mind. All right, give me one more. Why is this message coming out for the collective so significantly? Fives are really significant here. Feeling the world around you, number 13. You could be born on the 13th of the month. Let's look at 13. Empathy reminds you that you are not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you. giving you a profound sense of belonging, a broader experience of being part of the larger world. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now's the time to clear around your boundaries. It's a time to make clear boundaries with things around you. Ask yourself whose energy you're tuned into. You might find that it's not even yours. So if you have been flocking in circles of community, maybe even on social media, and you've been picking up energy, it may not even be your energy. And that's what Spirit is wanting you to understand. So if you're getting this message, it's because you're picking up placements that may not be yours. If you're feeling off or you feel drained when you're with someone, that may be that they are taking energy from you. If you're a naturally energetic, happy person, and then you get around like that coworker, or you get around that friend or that family member, and they just completely drain you and you feel depleted, you need to recognize the world around you. What's taking from you and what's not giving back. And it has a sense of community here. So there's a group, a social network, there's something around you, society. And Spirit is saying right now, you need to take 5 minutes by yourself, no social media, no phone, no outside interference, and just still your mind. Spend some time in introspection, even if it's just 5 minutes. And everybody has 5 minutes. When you go to the bathroom, sit on the toilet for 5 minutes and don't get on your phone. Or sit in your car before you go inside to work, sit in there for 5 minutes and no radio, no phone, no nothing, and still your mind, because there's something around you in the world that you're needing to feel, you're needing to recognize. It says, so if you are feeling off or you are feeling drained, it's because something is siphoning your energy. In this instance, the connection may not be good for you. The circumstance, the job may not be good for you. No matter how charismatic a person you may be or you may feel is attracted to you, that you feel that they are, do not make mistake of codependency with closeness or allow your boundaries to become too bent. Trust your instincts and take care of you. Practice the art of saying no. N-O. Okay. Avoid the temperature that is needing to be turned off and go numb. Avoid the temptation and just turn off and be in the present moment. This is you stilling your mind, understanding the quietness, to understand everybody should be able to feel their own energy. When you wake up first thing in the morning, before you look at anything, don't turn on any music, no social media, don't listen to anything. I want you to just sit with your eyes closed, and I want you to breathe in and I want you to breathe out. I want you to recognize what your own energy temperature feels like. What is your energy like? Your natural energy, your natural essence, your natural aura of who you are energetically. When you start doing that on the daily and you get really familiar with your own energy, you'll be able to pick up just like that other people's energy that you have picked up. You know, like you are out in society. It could even be strangers. It doesn't always have to be people you know. It's just out in society that you can pick up, because we're all connected. So Spirit is saying, quiet your mind and recognize your own energy so that you can understand and feel the world when it is around you, whether it's good or whether it's bad. While it's not your job to determine how someone may respond if you decide to disconnect from them, you need to use discernment. It's definitely necessary, especially if it's taking and it's siphoning your energy. Be firm but kind. Keep in mind that people pleasing will not give you what you truly need. So if you entertain people just because you're trying to be nice, you're trying to be kind, but they completely drain and take from you, that's not serving your highest good. So with that said, your empathy is beautiful. It's also important. And you need to be more balanced in order to access whatever gifts the universe is wanting to give you. So you could be blocking your blessings by entertaining these depleted energies, these energy vampires, people that are siphoning your energy for themselves. Take today to celebrate the beauty of your own sensitivity around the world. So today, if you're seeing this message that is meant for you, this is letting you know that you have been flocking to a community. It could be social media, it could be coworkers, you know, in the break room, they're gossiping. It could be friends, it could be family, it could be people at church. There's people around you in society, maybe it's at the local store or whatever, that are not necessarily the best. You may feel a sense of, oh, I need to be around my coworkers, I need to be around my friends, I need to be around my family, I need to be at that gym, and I need to be around the other people working out. Whatever it is, you're feeling a sense of flocking towards something, kind of like a light. You just are feeling attracted to it. You're feeling drawn to it. But Spirit is saying, just take 5 minutes to quiet your mind and reconnect with your own energy placement. When you do, and you start recognizing what your own energy really feels like naturally without any type of absorption of other people's energy, you'll be able to recognize what your true aura is, what your true energy essence is. And when you do that, you know your energy, you'll be able to decipher the energies around you, whether they're good or whether they're not good, whether they're draining or whether they're uplifting, whether they're inspiring or whether they're depleting. And that's what this message is all about. This message today is to let you know that there could be circumstances or people around you that the energy is not serving your highest good and it's blocking your blessing. All right, let's get some tarot for the collective that needed this message. That song, Birds of a Feather, We Flock Together. I think Billie Eilish sings that song. That song is coming out. So you may want to listen to that song. You may hear that song. It's going to give you confirmation this is your message. All right, what is the tarot for the collective that needed this message? What's the tarot cards that we need to know? Ace of Cups. So you need to be open and receptive to getting to a place of peace. You may be somebody who's constantly wanting to, you know, expand your social circles, expand your friend circle, expand more people around you. You're somebody who just likes to be a part of people in society and groups and networks and blah, blah, blah. You're needing to realize that you need to create a peaceful place of opportunity within yourself first. So that's your first piece of advice. Give me another one. Quieting your mind and feeling your own energy is going to be really significant. That's the Page of Wands. Talk to yourself to understand that not everything around you is serving your highest good. Sometimes there is energy around you that is not the best. And that is something that you're having to feel inspired to understand with this message. Give me one more. The King and Queen of Pentacles came out together. So this could be your spouse. Your spouse could be somebody that you need to watch their energy. That maybe they're somebody who dumps on you when they're having a bad day at work. They come home and they just dump all of their bad day on you. Their energy, you pick up that energy and then you're in a bad mood, you're upset, you're angry, you're yelling at the kids, you're yelling at the dogs, you're yelling at the neighbors, or whatever, whatever you're doing. This is divine counterpart. So you're either in a relationship potentially with this person, or you're needing to balance out something around you with a relationship. It doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friendship. It could be a coworker. It could be a neighbor. It could be somebody that you're a part of a social group that you volunteer at, and you're needing to balance out the energy with this person, that you're needing to complement the situation and understand the dynamic of the situation. For a lot of you, this is a relationship that you may be picking up people around you. Your partner may be picking up other people's energy and bringing it home to you and dropping it in the home, and you're having to deal with it. So there's a sense of stability and security. When you start recognizing who you are and your own energy, you'll be able to decipher the energies that are negative, that are draining you, that you want to let go of. Because you're going to start feeling the energy around you a lot more significant. Not just your own energy, but other people's. And you'll recognize if you're in a bad mood, you may say, well, I don't know why I'm in a bad mood. It could be that you picked up someone else's bad mood from the grocery store or the gym or shopping or wherever it is that you go. You know, the club, maybe these people, you can pick the card up. These birds of a feather, maybe you joined a community or a club or some type of social situation, and maybe there's a lot of negative pollution energy in there, and you may have picked that up, and you could be feeling that, and you could be bringing that home to your relationship and your environment. And you need to be very aware of, you need to create a place of peace and harmony, of cleansing. So really feeling inspired to understand what is your own energy and what is not yours to hold on to, and work on cleansing and detoxifying that energy. Okay, collective, that is what I have for you. I do want to thank you for watching this video. If you do want your own personalized in-depth reading, check out my website, TimelessDivineTarot.com. If you could please like, comment, share, and subscribe, I'd appreciate it. Have an amazing day. Bye.